Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. I'm here with my Optimus Prime, and I just heard about the Missing Link Optimus Prime. Now, I saw some pictures, and I thought, oh, wow, that looks great. I hadn't really thought about, well, obviously I'd thought about it as a kid. You know, I wish my Optimus Prime would bend this way, would bend that way, would have this sort of articulation. And I sort of thought someone should do more with that or something with that. And you sort of had the masterpiece figures and stuff like that, which had more articulation. So I kind of didn't really think about it in those terms. And then I saw that picture and I thought, wow, someone's actually fully articulated an original Optimus Prime Transformer. And I didn't know if it was a custom, if it was just some fan CGI sort of fantasy, item, or if it was actually being made. And I just started collecting Masterpiece, and I was researching all the Optimus Primes and the Megatrons because I was trying to decide which one to get and how much it was going to cost me, and it was a bit overwhelming, and I sort of wasn't really in a very receptive Transformers mood, and it just didn't really register with me. And then I saw something on YouTube, and I'm like, someone was talking about which figures they want to be in the Missing Link line. I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna do them all? And I've looked around, I haven't seen any sign of that, any proof of that. This might be just a one-off Optimus Prime 40th anniversary thing, kind of like the 40th anniversary He-Man that they did. They didn't really do the other figures in the line, even though there's the Master, the New Eternia line and stuff like that in the Masterverse line. They haven't sort of done all of them, like the He-Man 40th anniversary, but it's amazing to think about it, though. I mean, and obviously your mind just goes wild. You think, what about a prow with legs that could separate? What about, a wheeljack that wasn't so squat and could, what about jets that had like thighs, Seekers with thighs? How amazing would that be? So I'm kind of excited now, but I'm also like, oh, really? Because I just decided, actually, okay, a couple of decades ago on the 20th anniversary, I bought a bunch of the Toys R Us Transformer reissues, and I bought some of the Takara ones, and that was just to complete my collection. I didn't actually replace the ones I already had. And then a few months ago I thought, I'm really tired of the inconsistency between my 20-year-old figures and my 40-year-old figures, especially since my 40-year-old figures seem to be aging more rapidly, and they don't look as good as that I feel like they did a few years ago. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to get them, and there's a lot of great KOs around, so I thought I'm just going to get all them, and they've recreated boxes and instructions and everything, and I started collecting them, and I've bought about, I can kind of count them from here, about 15 of them so far, and I already had about 5 or 10 of the Toys R Us ones, so I've got 20 or 30 or 40, I can't remember, I think it's 35 or something. I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point of replacing all the original G1 figures, and I just consider the ones sort of in the original animated series and the movie as G1. I don't sort of see G1 going past the sort of movie figures, that always makes sense to me because it's like a generation of figures, like 20, 25 years of characters, figures, whatever, so whatever. But those are only the ones that I'm really interested in getting. So the idea, I just committed to buying a second one of all of them. And I was just sort of rounding that off and getting close to being done. Because there's still I've got like a couple of Dinobots, I've got the Insecticons, I've got the triple changes and a couple of other random ones to get to sort of finish off the main ones. And now it's like, am I going to buy a third one? Am I going to buy all of the Missing Link ones? Because I'm thinking, imagine a hound with legs that could separate, and a waist that could turn. And I mean, when you look at the changes they did with Optimus, they because I mean, this is a new Optimus. I just got the I bought the 20th anniversary one, and I wasn't happy with the short pipes, and but I was excited by Roller being grey because mine was always the blue one. We had the blue one in Australia. I think America's had the I can't remember who had what, but either way, I had the blue one, and I finally had the grey one. And then I had 2 trailers because my trailer survived my childhood, but my Optimus Prime didn't. So I always thought I should just get an Optimus to go with it, like an old one, a vintage one, and I kept looking at them and not buying one. And then I saw that they were actually doing an Optimus Prime on his own, anniversary one. Not an anniversary one, just a reissued one. So I got that. So I finally had, a Prime with, the full pipes, because I didn't notice the Toys R Us one was different when I bought it. It wasn't until I actually opened it that I realised that. So then I finally had, 2 trailers and 2 Optimuses, and I was really happy with this one because this one is that one. And then it's like, now I have to buy a third one, but it's awesome. It has articulation, because I always thought the original Optimus had a fair amount of articulation and looked really good, and he's really easy to work with. And I'm wondering, are they going to do the other figures? I mean, who wouldn't want a legitimate Ratchet and Ironhide with heads? And maybe, so I was just thinking to myself, maybe I could, has someone done where they've replaced the shoulder joint so the arms can go up higher? I was wondering how many people have done customs. Are there extra pieces you can buy? I'm like, well, that's something they could do. They could add a head section, which I really think it should just slide down and up and down, so it sits in the place of the sticker face and still rises up as a head. But then wouldn't it be nice if you had actual shoulders and the arms could sort of come up instead of just coming out? That'd be interesting. There's just so many possibilities. It's really exciting, but I haven't heard any official word or suggestion that they're actually going to do a Missing Link line. And I only just realised all the changes they've made to Optimus because I was watching the video on that. I knew he had a matrix. I knew he had a back panel instead of an empty. Now I keep seeing through my Optimus, and I'm like, I don't want him to have. I don't want to be able to see through my Optimus. So it's making me feel like the figure I was so happy with just a couple of days ago is now inferior to the other one. And there's an animated version with the blue eyes, and the paint is different. But I just realised that they have sculpted the panels on his arms instead of stickers. They're sculpted, and the same with the arms and the legs. But apparently they've done nothing with the trailer except the gun section part can come apart, which you can kind of do just by unscrewing yours, because I took mine apart ages ago for the fun of it. But yeah, so I'm debating now, do I get the one without the tractor trailer? Because do I really need another tractor trailer? I've already got 2. But I kind of want the animated one for the blue eyes, but I kind of want the stickers for the bumper, and I kind of like the feet painted with the colour, not just grey. I don't know. Do I get both? I don't know. Am I fooling myself to think I won't get both? Should I just get both now and save money instead of buying it later and paying more? Because, I think we've all fooled ourselves where we say, I'm just going to get this one, I'm not going to get the others, and then 6 months later you're like, I have to have it. How did I think I could live without it? And now it's like, twice the price. Because that's the good thing about this. At least I can get in on this one before, as it starts. Masterpiece, I'm really way behind. I sort of wasn't going to do it, and then I decided to do it. Just last May, for some reason, I bought the purple Galvatron, and then once I did that, it was over. It was like, okay, you're going to get all the alternate reissues. I think it started with the big W/Walmart Transformers the movie reissues, where you had the star screen with the different colours, because I didn't have that one. I actually just had the original one that I bought a new version of that I don't know if it was a knockoff or one of the early reissues that didn't really make many changes, but I didn't get the one with the different lighter blue or any of the alternate ones. Just like, I was looking at this and I was thinking, should I get the Takara reissue Optimus? Because I've got the Takara reissue Megatron with the purple ball and chain. I kind of wanted the orange axe, and I'm like, well, I get that in this. So I'm glad I didn't buy that. I nearly bought it like a month or so ago, because I had a big Transformers thing in May, June and July where I was buying a lot of stuff, and then it took until August for stuff to arrive. And now I sort of was like, well, you can't buy anything till September, Stephen. You can't buy anything in August. You have to put some money back in the bank, and then just, spend a limited amount each month. You just have your monthly Transformers / Masters Universe collectibles, whatever, spend and keep to that, because, you have to behave. So I've been sitting here not thinking about, sort of switched off, sort of just not in collecting mode. And now I'm sort of going like, ooh, in like a week, like mid-September, I can actually spend money again. I've sort of allowed myself to do that. And it's like, what do I get? And now I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh damn, I'd almost finished, I guess, my 20th anniversary collection of reissues, because it started with the Toys R Us ones, and I'm guessing the KO ones have been around that long. And now it's like I have another 40th anniversary collection that I'm just going to be starting if they do this, because I haven't seen any prototypes or any official comment or anything. Just I think the assumption or hope people have that they're going to do the rest of them, and God, I hope they do. I can't imagine having the Transformers, because I've loved the newer versions with articulation, but I wanted them still to sort of look like the originals, and I wanted the originals to do more. And the idea that now they will is just amazing and exciting, and I had to talk about it. Not that I have any information for anyone, but I'm just excited. I wanted to share that. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks.